In Port Charles, the shifting sands of power, manipulation, and emotional reckoning continue to grind against each other, producing tremors that threaten to upend the lives of everyone from the Quartermain estate to the haunted halls of Windermere. What began as a battle for redemption and reinvention has now spiraled into a dangerous web of control, secrets, and ambition. For Drew Kane, redemption seems to be an increasingly slippery goal. After learning the devastating news about Kai Taylor's bleak football future, Drew wastes no time pivoting from sympathy to strategy. He offers the young man a paid internship that spans Port Charles and Washington, D.C., dangling influence and opportunity as a lifeline. But this is no pure act of goodwill. Kai may be disoriented by his injury, but Drew sees potential, someone to mold, someone to owe him, someone to wield. While Kai is momentarily dazzled, others see through Drew's veneer. Trina Robinson and Jocelyn Jacks confront Drew directly, their fury palpable. Trina accuses him of building up false hopes in Kai, while Jocelyn vents about his manipulations in the ongoing custody battle. The two young women, bonded by shared frustration and moral clarity, agree that Drew's empire of deceit cannot last forever. Trina fears Kai will be blinded by Drew's charms, but Jocelyn counters with a cold optimism. The web Drew spun around Tracy Quartermain is unraveling, and once that collapses, everything else will follow. Meanwhile, the calm surface of the Metro court pool belies the personal conflicts simmering beneath. Jordan Ashford sits down with Anna Devane for drinks, both women trying to navigate the emotional wreckage of relationships lost and truths withheld. Jordan is candid about her ex-husband Curtis's faltering marriage to Portia and holds no sympathy for Portia's latest deception. Anna probes gently, wondering if Jordan still harbors hope for rekindling what she once had with Curtis. But Jordan is evasive, guarded, as though even admitting the thought might collapse the fragile progress she's built for herself. Not far away, Lulu Spencer shares drinks with Isaiah Gannon, who's come bearing concerns from Lucky Spencer about his sister's well-being. The siblings' fractured bond remains a sore point, but Lulu deflects, grateful to Isaiah for caring. Later, Lulu takes a moment to thank Anna for helping bring her daughter Charlotte home. It's a poignant, delicate exchange that ends in mutual apologies. Time, trauma, and a tangle of missteps once wedged them apart, but now there is space for grace. Isaiah and Jordan reconnect as well, albeit less smoothly. Their conversation inevitably loops back to Curtis, and Jordan bristles at the mention. Still, under the tension lies regret. Isaiah mourns what they lost, and though Jordan says little, her silence speaks volumes. The timing was never right, but maybe the ache still lingers. Elsewhere in Port Charles, darkness seeps into places thought secure. At the Quartermain estate, Sasha Gilmore Corbin tucks little Daisy into bed, unaware of the presence lingering nearby. When she returns to find Daisy's phone inexplicably playing music, a sense of dread prickles down her spine. Something, or someone, has been in the room. Meanwhile, Jason Morgan is in conversation with Michael Corinthos, who opens up about Sasha's decision to raise Daisy alone. Michael accepts that he'll play no legal role in his daughter's life, yet Sasha's plan to name him guardian in her will offers some measure of reassurance. Jason, pragmatic as always, supports Michael's strategy and preparation. The younger Corinthos feels resolute, if isolated. He knows the path he's chosen will be met with resistance, particularly from a family whose traditions often overpower individual judgment. But Jason stands beside him, the rare constant in a storm of shifting allegiances. Across town, the heart of Windermere trembles with old ghosts and new enemies. Sonny Corinthos confronts Jens Sidwell about his suspicious interest in the Corinthos shipping piers. Sidwell claims he wants to eliminate organized crime influence in Port Charles, positioning himself as the face of clean enterprise. But Sonny is no fool. When Sidwell alludes to the death of Sonny's son and his supposed desire for a quiet family life, the implication is anything but subtle. Sonny hears the threat beneath the civility. Though Sidwell denies ill intent, Sonny makes his position clear: he will protect his territory, his family, and everything he has built. If Sidwell wants peace, he better take his money and disappear. But Sidwell is not without leverage. He has allies and operatives working silently behind the scenes, one of them being Judge Eva Heron. In the quiet sanctum of Windermere, Sidwell receives confirmation from Heron that the judge has ruled in Michael's favor. Sole custody of Daisy will be his, as Sidwell planned. The victory, though veiled in legality, reeks of orchestration. Whether Michael will realize the strings attached to this supposed triumph remains to be seen. Meanwhile, another storm brews within the hearts of those caught in the fallout. At a quiet corner of town, Marco Rios confides in Lucas Jones about the rising tensions between Sonny and Natalia Ramirez, as well as the unsettling pressure from acting District Attorney Justin Turner. Lucas, long accustomed to the complications of co-parenting and loyalty, voices what Marco dares not fully articulate: that Sidwell, for all his polish, is a dangerous man. The conversation turns back to Michael's court battle, and Marco remarks on the rarity of fathers winning full custody, unless, of course, the system is tilted. The implication hangs in the air like a slow poison. The power players of Port Charles are on a collision course. Drew's manipulation, Sidwell's scheming, Michael's uneasy victory, and Sonny's refusal to be ousted, each thread pulling tighter around a town already gasping for breath. And somewhere, in the shadows of nurseries and courtrooms, someone is watching. The music plays. The mask slips. And the war for control of Port Charles rages on.